Welcome, everyone, to Operation Expanding Horizons. This is Ninja Eskimo. We're going to be starting a new YouTube War series with the following players. Lakers playing the Comintern, Mafui is playing Japan, the Commonwealth and France are being helmed by Von Dox, and Madman Dan is running the Nationalist Chinese with the United States of America. We're going to start off by quickly describing all the different things that we've got going. We have China at war, which gives the KMT and CCP several more options to fight against Japan, but also Japan has a few different events that can take place on the random events table to give them a boost going into China. A large part of the expansion revolves around these opium markers that you see in Sichuan, Yunnan, and Cochinchina provinces here. They give boosts for those that decide to use them and are relatively pretty good for the Chinese. We're also going to be playing with the Manchukuo expansion, which boosts Japan. It increases the friction between the Soviets and the Japanese in the Far East, because through border clashes, the Japanese and the Soviets, or Soviet-controlled Mongolians, can exchange territories. Chita and northern Manchuria can be fully conquered by the opposing side without a declaration of war being necessary, and because it's a border clash, it does not increase the United States. It does not decrease the United States strategic oil to Japan. Same for Japan attacking Soviet-controlled Mongolia in Karulin here. That from Western Manchuria is just a war between the two of them, and they're able to grab each other's territories. Mongolians can have Western Manchuria if that is to happen. A big thing about this is that there is general resistance through all of Manchuria, so the Japanese need to have a infantry class unit there in order to collect IPP. Something from the China at War expansion that meshes well with Manchukuo is this Manchukuo recruitment role that Japan gets for the number of territories in Manchuria that it controls. It can pop up a free infantry. Those are the two main expansions that we're playing with. We've got some house rules going on, so we are going to be playing with 448 fighters. There is a slight incongruence between this setup that I was given and this version of the 448 fighters. I believe jets are tracked as 10 cost, and there's 6.610s in this setup change that I was given, but they are a 7712. I believe we're playing with the 7712 target select 2 verse planes, and fighters are 448 with target select 1 verse planes. We'll have to see how that goes because none of us have jets currently, but I believe this is the version that we're playing with since this was the one that's in the PDF that we've all agreed to. Let's see. Another thing, I guess, from China at War is China has the American Volunteer Group, which is the Flying Tigers. They've got the Chinese Expeditionary Force that's possible to send out, like a Chinese mini DAC to Burma and the FEC countries, French Indochina, all of that. They can get some elite units through their process. The corresponding units would be the CCP elite units here. The Soviets can send a Soviet volunteer group, the parallel to the flying Tigers from the USSR to the KMT, not to the CCP, if the CCP and KMT signed the Chinese truce. Let's see. Those are the main considerations. We've got, I should also include, no, because I guess we're not playing with all of the Clash in the Capital House rules. Those were voted on individually, and so most of them did not make it through, and I won't post in the Clash in the Capital rules then. But we have the PDF agreed to in the chat. Let's start this off not with tech, but with the random events table. There we go. I guess my TTS is being a little slow. We've got the random events for China at war in the pre-war between Japan and China. Japan very much wants this 1-2 result, but all the rest are very interesting results for the KMT or the CCP, and we'll just be going around seeing what we get. 12 to begin with. Is, I believe, Nanjing Decade. For each of the KMT and CCP, roll 1d6 and collect that many IPPs immediately. That is unfortunate for Japan, but very good for the Chinese factions. So 1d6. Let's go. That's it. We'll have the reds for CCP, and the blacks for the KMT. Oh, CCP gets 6, KMT gets 3. I will mark those as such. KMT gets 3. 6 for the CCP is huge. It's not necessarily saved income, it's just an income boost. Alright, so those are linked. That is not what the Axis wanted, but unfortunately this does not care what Axis or Allies or Comintern wish. It just is. Moving on now. Germany turn 1 is going to be rolling some tech. We're going for heavy armor, advanced subs, and advanced mechanized infantry. Let's see what we get. We missed the mechs. We missed heavy armor. We did get advanced subs. That's 1 for 3. Rather unfortunate. It'll pop up somewhere. Here it is. Alright. Advanced subs to stage 1. Purchases for Germany. using the modified 448 fighters. We've got a tactical bomber going as the Condor Legion. The cost is 5, so that's just a substitute there. We're sending the Condor Legion as Germany. We're sending a nationalist cavalry as Germany. We get our free Type 7C U-boat. We are finishing the major factory that's in Eastern Germany. Here, it has already been replaced. We are starting a new factory here in Berlin. So we've got 2 under constructions going for it. And it's going to take us 3 turns to build. It's on the tracker over here as well. Cost of 20, 420. Turn 1, we are going to threaten Eastern Andalusia. By going in heavy. And let's see, anything else? It's always debatable whether to start the Anschluss. We'll say no. We won't go in to Austria or Bohemia at the moment. Alright. But we've got this battle. It doesn't need to be on the battle board, I don't think. Grab a few dice. So, we've got a 2, a 2, and a 2 coming in, with this as a 4, a 2, a 2, and a 2. A 4. We'll use the pink as the 2 from bombardment on the heavy cruiser. And then we'll be boosting some things up in a bit over there. But 3 2s, a 4, and a 2 first strike bombardment in pink. Miss on nearly everything but 1. So I'm assuming he'll take his cavalry because it defends worse. His cavalry and his infantry. Infantry at a 4, cavalry at a 2. It's an 11 and 12, so that's really just unfortunate rolls there. Everything lands, and the cavalry will be gone. Maximize his ability to defend. So we've got a few 2s here. We need 1 less. Make these 3s. So we've got 2 2s, a boosted 3 and a 2, so I guess it does actually keep there. And the 4 against his 4. Just roll them all at once. A single hit and a single hit. That is enough, I think. We'll just take the cavalry. I'm a fan more of these roundels than I am Spanish nationalists. Normal. So that'll give us 5 out of a possible 11. Okay, and we'll roll recruitment in just a bit, but we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4 with a U-boat. Gonna move 1, 2 with a coastal. Move the Kriegsmarine there. This actually can only move 1 because it doesn't have a sub base over in the Baltic. But that sub will get going. And this is not a major port, a major shipyard, so we can't go into it. We're just sitting ducks for the Republican Navy. Sad. We'll march. This away, that away. Send the tactical bomber. I guess that's part of the delivery. Oh well. Rail a boy down here. Walk some boys in. Start up the 18th. keep him around there. And put the air transport. There as well. We've started the process of that. We finished that. We're sending this and putting on the U-boat. Where did the U-boat just go? Did I just lose the U-boat? No, there it is. All right. With that sent, and those deliveries made, let's roll for a 5 out of 12 on our recruitment die. Heyo. I think we'll take another infantry. Land the fighter that I forgot to land. Have everything go swimmingly here. Looks like it could be a good Spanish Civil War for Germany. We will end with 20 out of 20 to pick up once more. Please give me a shout if I've missed anything. And we can correct things in the correct channel. Housekeeping. Alright, that is Germany turn 1 for Operation Expanding Horizons. See you all in the next one.